Hi, lovelies. This is Miss G, and today we are going to be doing a tarot card reading for all 12 zodiac, love and career from March 24th to 30th, you guys. So this is a weekly reading, and I'm going to start doing these every week for you, all right? So when Monday comes, let's clear that slate just like it's New Year's and, open our hearts, our minds, ground ourselves, and tune into these readings so we can get the insight needed to make the best of our week. All right, you guys. I hope that you get a lot of details and things that resonate with you in these readings. But if you do not, or you want more details, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Keen. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to put all links down below. And, I'm pretty sure I already said it, but we're doing all 12, you guys, from Aries to Pisces. And when I get done here, I'll timestamp them for you. It might take me a little bit, so be patient. Anybody wants to timestamp them for me, you get yourself some bonus points for sure. All right. So, wow. I'm going to be using only one deck today, my Osho Zen deck. And if you haven't heard of me talk about it before, I've been using this deck since I was really young, about 13 years old, I believe, is when I first received this deck. And don't get me wrong, you guys, it's not the exact same deck. I have bought, I can't even tell you how many of these have went into retirement. All right, so Aries. And I got some things going on, you guys. I'm going to have some things delivered, so I might have to run out for a minute or two, so bear with me. Maybe. All right, so I'm shuffling these babies and we are picking up on energy for Aries. And we're going to start with love. We're going to go love to money, career. All right, guys, did you guys see that? We have cards flying out the deck. All right, so I knew I would start this live and my delivery would come. So hold on, you guys. Let me see what's up here. All right, let me tell her what is going on here. I'm so sorry. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. Get started right in, and there we are. All right. So some of you, and you guys, we're laying on singles, just so you know. These are for my single folks. Some of you feel like you're just, kind of blocked from love, that it's not meant for you, right? Some of you don't even feel like anybody's paying attention to you. And, for some of you, it's a complete opposite. So this is a little wild to me because what we're seeing is you're feeling like you're not getting a lot of attention for some of you. And then for some of you, it's like, I'm ordinarily people are attracted to me and I'm very receptive and open. But, love's kind of on the back burner on the moment. Maybe you've been traveling. For some of you, you're still lacking understanding about why your past relationship failed. Maybe even carrying a little bit of heartbreak still. Oh, man. I'm seeing somebody popping up from the past. So maybe somebody ghosted you, recently just kind of, fell off the face of the earth. I would say this person's been watching you, and that's not over yet. Wow. So for majority of you, I wouldn't let this past person resurface. Okay. I think you've seen their true colors. I'm almost seeing like you had a dispassionate experience with them, something that kind of upset you, and it caused a detachment. So maybe this is them ghosting you, like I said a minute ago, or maybe it was just something they said, or I just feel like they've been really frivolous, if you will, with your connection, uncaring, and you kind of, backed away. Maybe even had your feelings hurt a little bit and started wondering what their intent completely was with you, what kind of person that they truly were. And I feel like that is a good decision for the majority of you, especially if this resonates with you. It's time to back away. And get this, for some of you guys, this is a past life connection. So I'm not trying to step on anybody's beliefs. If you don't believe in past life connections, just ignore me, okay? But what I'm saying here is this is a past life connection that has caused you stress in the past. And the guides are saying, be more mature this time. I don't know how well you can see that card, but you already know that this person isn't for you and it's time for you to detach. And you've kind of kept the door open because you feel attached to this person. You were kind of hoping for better. And I feel like they presented themselves as a good catch, very caring, maybe somebody that's really good career-wise, really has herself together. And you were really bringing the patient energy to the table, leaving that door open, trying to give them that opportunity to come in. And for majority of you, you've been working on just turning in and letting this go altogether. So not a real deep-rooted connection, it looks like, but one that's kind of, left you wondering where it's going. And the guides are saying, to cut the cord for new love, because they're just kind of dragging you on. Let's see what other advice we can get for you guys today. I don't know why I can't talk. Oh, all right. Wow. Somebody you already know that has your attention is going to come forward with a flirty energy. Maybe even, reveal some feelings towards you, or, how they like your looks or how you present yourself, things of that nature. And the guides are saying, make sure you let the past go. Okay. Don't let it have any bearing on your happiness as time moves forward. Because I see you being a little weary, maybe feeling a little unhealed, which is okay. Just make sure, that you take your time to release those feelings so we can call in that happiness, that true love you really desire. Here's a rebirth card. All right. So we got the rebirth card here. So it kind of gives me the feeling of somebody popping back up again. So here again, we're having the same things going on, right? Similar stories. So if this is somebody that you really didn't get a bad taste in your mouth from, you haven't had any issues with yet, but you're kind of wondering where they went, if they're going to be messaging you, I would say that they're about to take control of the situation. Okay. So that's the difference in the whole, the difference in the advice that we got here from the guides is this other person kind of showed you their true colors and put that bad taste in your mouth. Whereas this person here, I'm seeing has been very passionate, very sweet towards you, very kind. And you guys feel very in tune with one another. Okay. So you're on the same page. You're having a lot of the same desires. And the guide's advice here is to move slowly and, to open yourself up, though. Know that this person is trustworthy. They're genuine and kind. Look here. We got the innocence card. Okay. So they're coming forward with innocent energy, just wanting to get to know you, see if there's a chance for this to flourish and grow. And you guys are very matching of energy. So this person's scared too. I wouldn't be, shy to let them know that you're still feeling a little wounded over past situations, and, be ready to have some fun. We get some interest in somebody and we get a little too serious, a little too scared, too fast, right? Which is understandable with this dating pool nowadays. But let's just try to have some fun and really get to know this person. And what I saw as the last card, Aries, around love was adventure. So you're going to be meeting this person with an adventurous spirit that's going to go out and enjoy life with you. All right. So, and it's not just me. This is somebody I feel like that's going to pop back in for majority of you guys. All right. So I want to be very clear about that. I feel like this is somebody popping back up for the majority of you. Okay, Aries. Wow, that's a whole lot of info for 1 week. Let's move forward to career. Aries and career guides. What do we see? Wow. Making some enemies at work, Aries. Maybe bumping some heads. Let me see what's going on here. Feeling a little wounded with some work situations for some of you. Maybe some things are weighing on your shoulder. You felt like, you've done a good job there. You've, I have the innocence card. So you feel like, this is an undeserving energy coming your direction, or maybe you've had extra work put on you that shouldn't have been, something of that nature. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, or Aries. I almost called you guides. Aries, it's time to move on. Yeah. If this is resonating with you, if something's been weighing on you, people are coming off unfriendly, you're starting to wonder if this is a job for you, I would take it as a sign that the guides are trying to push you along the way, and they want you to play the fool. Not to, carry a worrisome energy, but to take that leap of faith, if you will. And, when I say that, I'm not saying quit your job today and make some irrational decisions that might put you in some financial, burdens. But yeah, maybe test the water, start seeing what's out there, fill out a couple of applications. And I feel like you're going to be surprised, Aries. The guides are showing the longer you stay there, the worse the situation's going to get. Okay. Look at this. Postponement, negative event. And again, I don't know how well you guys see these, but yeah, that's what it's saying here. It's saying this is might get a little bit better. You might feel like people are working a little bit better. It's getting a little less exhausting, but you want to put yourself out there because it's really, a false presentation, if you will, because it's going to go right back to where it was before. I mean, look at this negative event. All right, around postponement. So I would be getting that resume out, filling out them applications, and get a backup plan going, Aries. All right. Of course, as I was telling you guys earlier, if you want a more detailed reading, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Keen. All links down below as soon as I get time, you guys. And yeah, tune back in next week, Aries. Thank you for being here. All right. So we're just going to move right forward to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. We got cards flying out the deck today, left and right. All right. So we are starting with love, and we're going to move forward with career. So first card here, the guides are saying clear the slate. Okay, let go of those past situations. We got the Fool's card here, and I dropped right out of the deck, you guys. I feel like the guides get impatient with me sometimes, shuffling the deck too long and start throwing cards everywhere, because look what is around the corner for you. So they're saying, get ready, let the past go. Don't let it weigh on you, keeping you from your happiness, bringing that worrisome energy up when you should be having fun and enjoying this new person. A past life connection, you guys. And this could be a soulmate, a twin flame, whatever your beliefs personally are. And we got the maturity card showing a very wise, genuine, good person entering that would make a good partner that's wanting commitment. Oh, wow. And look at this. This is just a beautiful lay, Taurus. We got Lover's card. We got the source of energy. So this person is really going to spark a fire within you, and vice versa. And get this, a guidance card. I always love when I get the guidance card with the past life card, because to me, that is very straightforward that your person is coming in the picture. Okay. And this person might pursue you. I mean, you might be surprised that this person might just pop up and be like, hey, I feel like this is a new person for majority of you, but let's see what we can pick up. Wow. This person is very bold, courageous, playful, flirty. I see them putting you up on a pedestal and just really babying you, giving you genuine attention. And the compromise card shows that they're willing to work with you on, moving this relationship to the next level. They're very open and receptive. And look at this. We got the date card, lots of commitment cards here. So don't be surprised, Aries, and, or Taurus. And time is always fluid. If you don't just meet your person this week, how amazing would that be? And, I feel like this could be a past lover for some of you. I'm trying to figure it out here. But for majority of you, I feel like this is a new person coming in, and this person is hot. Okay. They're very good looking, confident, as I was saying a minute before, probably well educated, classy dresser, things of that nature. Oh, I like it, Taurus. All right. Wow. So that was a really good lay. So we're going to shuffle these babies and we're moving forward. We are laying on career for Taurus. What do we see, guys? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow. So you might have been through some issues with work that you feel like just kind of made things stagnant now. Like, maybe you're getting out of the situation, but you're not your most successful. The guides are saying it's happening. The first card I got here is a transformation card. So everything that's happening is a reasoning for it. The guides are saying to turn in, let it go, not to stress and carry on about it, because you're transforming. Allow the emotions and the feelings that you desire to build within you. Just visualize, daydream about what it is you really want, what you really want to feel, and just really enjoy that. So letting yourself get pulled into what is in the now, because that's how we're going to keep it stagnant, right? That's how we're going to keep that prolonging you getting into that success. And it's just right around the corner. It's like it's waiting for you. Look, I got disharmony. The harmony cards this way. This is disharmony for me. In reverse, saying, I don't want to say you're creating your own blockages because you've created all this goodness, but we could pull it in just a little bit faster with a more excited, more passionate energy. I got the consciousness card. They're saying meditate. I think that kind of confirms what I was just telling you a minute ago about bringing that energy up, using your law of attraction skills to kind of, manifest the amazing feelings that you desire within you. Because here's the outcome, Taurus. This is the King of Pentacles. This is, abundance. This is being successful completely at your career. This is feeling safe and secure, stable. People are looking up to this person for answers in their field. And I got the ripeness card saying you are building that. It's just time for you to project that as well with your emotions and your feelings. All right. And look, Taurus, not surprised to see this for you. Here's a Rebel card. So if you were thinking about some new business adventures and you were wondering if they weren't for you or were for you, maybe they're a little offbeat, I would say that it definitely is. The more offbeat, the better for the Taurus, right? And you guys always have multiple ways of income. That just seems to be a thing for you guys. So keep that up. That's not a bad thing, to be thinking out of the box and making money ways other people are not. So if you have an idea and you're on the fence because other people aren't doing it, I'd be jumping on it. All right, Taurus, I'm always here for you. As I was letting everyone know, I'll be doing these weekly. Please tune in to watch and get the juicy details. And don't hesitate to reach out to me on Keen, all right? We are shuffling these babies and we are moving forward to Gemini. Guys, what do we see for love for Geminis? Give me some direct answers right now. Oh, somebody's about to pop up, Gemini. If you've been waiting on somebody to message you, it's about to happen. Ugh. Okay, so this person means well. I'm going to lay more to see what this is all about. But there's something weighing on them that is affecting their communication and their actions towards you. I see them very passionate about you. I see that you guys have built a really good foundation with one another. Your energy to them is really soothing, amazing, and loving. So it's nothing that you are personally doing, okay? And you're right. You do the connection you're feeling for this person is, right on. So you're not like off tune, like, is this person not feeling this? This is why they keep, kind of coming and going, because that's what I'm getting. It's kind of an up and down energy from this person, even though, you've built this foundation, you have this connection, and there's a lot of passion here. What is going on, you guys? Sorry, some kind of lighting changed in the room. I don't know if it's my computer or what is happening here. All right, sorry. All right. So yeah, wow. So this person is going to kind of come back and forth. So, ooh. Oh man. All right, so we got two stories going on here, which makes sense. There's a lot of you guys out here. I see this as a very playful connection. I see this person desires more. And here is the commitment card. All right, so maybe you're aware, but there's a third party involved for some of you. All right, so we got a third party energy in here that's kind of affecting situations. And I see that that's kind of been a dead end relationship for a while. They've been at a distance, let's just put it that way, for quite a while, even though maybe they're still sharing sharing a house, excuse me, and finances and all that goodness. But this is what they're wanting with you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, Gemini, is they are wanting a relationship. They're wanting to do what is needed to be in a relationship with you. So that door is open. It might be a hard journey with a lot of these different things. But also, I am seeing that this person has dealt with addiction for some of you. So maybe there's two different stories here, because I'm seeing something about addiction for some of you. And it's almost like it's going on a different line. Like, this person's very open about their addiction issues. So if this resonates with you, this hits at home, I would say that this person's probably struggling a little bit. And that might be a little bit of reason for the distance. So both stories, we're seeing some blockages here, Gemini. For one route, we see that they have a partner, another person that's a blockage in this connection with you. And on the other end, we're seeing somebody that's dealing with a little bit of addiction, okay? But they're very open about this. They don't like the fact that they're dealing with addiction. I don't want to say they're in active addiction, okay? I feel like they're battling with it. Like they're, let's say if it's alcohol, they're trying not to have that drink, right? It's weighing on them. But even if they've relapsed, I don't think they're continuously using or drinking, all right? So that's the good news, is they're trying to get back on the bandwagon and do good with themselves. All right. This person with the partner, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be a hard road because it'll drag on, okay? I don't see interactions and time being spent with you so much slowing down per se, but this is going to be a hard breakup for this person to detach from this other connection, financially and all that goodness. So, be ready for that journey, because there's going to be a lot of stress coming from this other person. Yeah, but I'm seeing this person worth it. I mean, look at that. We got the King of Pentacles here. That's an honorable person. This is a wise person, genuine, kind, all that goodness. At least that's how I read that card, you guys, which I feel is what matters. If you've ever got a reading from me, you probably know that I'm not a big fan of people asking me what my cards are, because I feel like we're more using these as a tool, and we're more channeling messages. And, I've kind of made these cards my own at this point. I don't know if anybody reads my cards exactly the same as I do. All right. Wow, Gemini. So that's a very wild reading. Oh, before we move forward, I'm going to have to pop off here real quick, you guys. Hold on. All right. We're going to be moving forward to Cancer when I come right back in 2 minutes at the most. All right, you guys. So that was quicker than I thought it was going to be. Don't mind my hair. It's windy out there. All right. Okay, so we are not on Cancer. I apologize for that. We have not done Gemini finances, right? You guys got to forgive me. I get a little flighty. As I was saying, we channel, or at least I do, channel. So sometimes I just get a little loopy. I skip things and everything else. So, you know, if I skip something, I forget something, please just comment. I'll make it right. All right. So Gemini and finances. If you're waiting to hear from somebody, I'd let it go. Yeah, you did a good job, but there's something else going on here around their decision making. Like if you're waiting to hear from an offer, you know, whatever it may be on the career finance end, I'm just really not seeing it happening, to be honest with you. And I don't feel like, again, that this is anything that you have done. They've went with somebody else for a different direction for some other reasoning that really doesn't have anything to do with you. I would take it as being guided from the universe because Gemini, I am seeing so much success for you. And you are in a really good period of your life where I see you really happy, really passionate, really successful, and you're creating passion in others. You know, whatever it is you do, you're passionate about, it just flows from you and gets other people excited too. And you have so much success coming your way, it's beyond your illusion. Look at that. You don't even know how much greatness is coming. Okay. So, you know, I could see you traveling, possibly even worldwide travel. As you can see there, she's traveling around the world there, celebrating. Okay. We got the Beyond the Illusion. So this is just saying this is going to be so great, so much success, bringing in so much goodness and experiences that you can't even imagine it from where you're standing right now. We have the playfulness card. We have the healing card, just really showing you being true in tune with yourself. Excuse me, I can't talk again. You know, being your authentic self, living in the moment, you know, being passionate, creating passionate within others. And you are just playful and you are getting interest. Okay. Let me tell you that people are noticing you. All right. When you enter a room, all the attention is going right to you, Gemini. And whatever skills you're bringing to the table, if it's singing, whatever it may be, because I feel like for somebody, it's definitely singing, performing of some sort. You just kind of, you know, provoke emotions in others. You know, you come out like you never had a bad day, nothing's weighing on you, and you just really let it flow. So I'm proud of you guys. I hope that, you know, this resonated with you, or, you know, you got some tad bits here and there that's going to help you this week. And, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to me, Gemini. I'm always here for you on Keen. As soon as I can, I'll put the links down below, you guys. And like I'm letting everybody know, I'm doing this weekly. All right. So be ready to tune in next week. I might try to get them out a little earlier than actually on Monday, like maybe Saturday or Sunday. But we'll see. When would you guys like me to do this? Comment down below. Let me know. All right. So we are moving forward now to Cancer. We're starting with love. Guys, what do we see for Cancer around love? Wow. All right. So I see you kind of going with the flow. I see you're kind of interested in somebody. You guys might even been doing some flirting back and forth, spending some time together. But you're kind of hiding back your emotions. You're kind of curious if this is a person for you or not. If this resonates, they're definitely projecting themselves as this amazing catch, probably financially and looks and all that goodness. They got their cake and ice cream too, I guess you could say. But you're wondering if this is your adventure or not. You're right. There maybe hasn't been a date put in place, so they're kind of detaching a little bit, and you're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. They're definitely very friendly, definitely leaving the door open. They have a very healing energy. When they come in, you get pretty excited, but there seems to be some detachment, some back and forth. And let me tell you, Cancer, first of all, for the majority of you, I love the healing energy that you're bringing forth, that you're not pressuring this person. You're just really going with the flow, not stressed about the situation. Like if it'll develop, it does. If it doesn't, it is what it is. And I'm going to be honest with you. I would use this person more as maybe, somebody to practice flirting with. Yeah, things of that nature, being more open with, because I really don't see it amounting to much. I'm going to be honest with you. Good person. I don't feel like they're lying to you or trying to play games, but at the same time, I don't feel like this is your person. So you're probably right, Cancer, that this is not your adventure. But that doesn't mean that love is not for you. We got the Two of Wands here showing passionate possibilities. I feel like there's a lot more people checking you out than you realize. And, these people make good money. They're looking for commitment. So I'd be clearing the slate. I wouldn't be going with the flow anymore, just kind of waiting to see what this person's going to do, because I think you're going to be surprised about what is about to enter. All right. Very cool, Cancer. We're moving forward now to career. Guys, what do you see for Cancer around career? Wow. Okay, so there's been some postponements. I see you're kind of sulking, feeling guilty, like you might have, made some bad decisions, maybe projected yourself wrong, went the wrong direction, whatever it may be. And the guides are saying, stop second guessing yourself right now. Success doesn't happen overnight. We don't learn things by not making mistakes or taking failures. And you are not, have failed whatsoever in any way till you stop. Right? Till you give up. So here's what I'm seeing about the career choices that you have made, Cancer. You are guided here. Okay. This is what you're meant to do. If you feel like, look, creator of passion and success card. Now, for some of you, if you're newbie, maybe you got a job just to, so you can follow your passions, then know that you're on the right track. So not all of you are doing it, but you're working towards it, or you're planning on doing it, and you're feeling guilty because this hasn't worked out for you in some manner, or that you've made bad decisions. And the guides are saying, absolutely not. Keep trekking forward. Look at that. Look at all this success for you. And I take this as worldwide success. I take this as, having enough money to travel, being able to enjoy your life, celebrate, stability, absolutely, and feeling passionate, good about yourself, feeling accomplished, creator of passion. So I can't be very more direct. You were guided here to do your passion. That's how you're supposed to make your money. All right. So whatever has happened that you're allowing to weigh on you, or have been allowing to weigh on you, clear the slate, because it has no bearing on your future. And you are about to get into a time where you're going to be able to lay back, enjoy life, feel emotionally content. And you should already start projecting this energy. I mean, that's how we manifest it, right? Don't look at what is, but look at what you want and how it makes you feel. And, you know, I'm not saying to be lazy per se, but, you know, let the universe know that you do have enough abundance. You are stable enough to sit back and drink a pina colada, that you don't have to work 24/7. You can do what makes you feel good and still be creating a good living. All right. Very beautiful. Love to see that for you, Cancer. And I hope it resonates, or at least tad bits here and there, help you along your week. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me on keen.com. And you guys, I'm going to be doing this weekly. I'm going to say this the whole reading. You guys are listening to me all the way through. You're going to be like, okay, Geneva, we get it. But I'm going to be doing this every week. I bought better cameras. I couldn't get set up today. And, you know, we're going to do some fine tuning and really get it good every week, you guys. I might even release it, you know, on Saturday or Sunday. You can get it ahead of time. All right. We are on Leos. Guys, what do you see around love for Leos? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow, you've kind of detached from somebody, so giving them attention, and you're not feeling guilty about it. I don't know if this person was playing games with you or what, but it's almost getting to feel like, no, I'm not ghosting you. I'm just done. Yeah, you know, there's a difference between just ghosting somebody and then I'm just not going to put up with this. I mean, once you realize this person isn't for you, I mean, you should refocus. But life's short, right? And that's what I'm kind of seeing here. I got dispassionate, and they might have kind of detached in the first place. So it made you just like, huh, forget this. This person isn't for me. And you've been kind of on the fence now. Like, did I make some good decisions? You know, this or that. And I'm here to tell you that you absolutely did, because this is letting the universe know that you're not willing to put up with that. You know, that you are waiting out for more, that you want more. And that's what's going to come to the table. You know, that person's going to try to pop back up, by the way. I wouldn't be mean or, you know, this or that, but I definitely wouldn't entertain the mediocreness of their, you know, attention anymore, because I see some really good catches entering the picture that are also in the same situation with you, you know, felt like they were being dragged along by someone. And these are good catches and they do want good commitment. And when I am saying that, I'm definitely getting the feel that this is two people. And I feel like you haven't met them, or at least haven't toned into them enough to think of them on a romantic basis whatsoever. But one is going to enter the picture, and I see this person, you know, very attractive to you. You find this person very alluring. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be distrusting for this reason and be like, you know, should I let this go? Should I involve myself in this? And the guys are saying you definitely should move slow to build on trust for both ends, because again, this person's going to be matching on your energy. But let's not just, you know, disqualify someone because you find them attractive and find them a good catch where you think a lot of people are going to have them, because this person's matching your energy. They see what I'm saying? So you're just as good as catch, okay? And you two coming together is going to be a good thing. Yeah, look at this. Dream come true. And I see emotions building. So yeah, you can meet this amazing person as soon as this week, Leo. I mean, that's where we're at. That's the amazing thing about it, is this person could be entering the picture as soon as this week, popping up in your DMs, or you run into this person out and about. But I almost feel like for a lot of people, this is going to be on social media. I mean, maybe even a dating site. I hate dating sites, you guys. I can't lie. I feel like, you know, we should be meeting our people out, enjoying our life. And that's how, you know, soulmate connections work. But it can happen on dating sites. I've seen it happen and I'm cringing as I say it. So do you, no judgment. All right. Wow. I also see something maybe coming in and tempting you around work. Yeah, you might have a flirty coworker. Sending some messages. That is not going to work out, and that is going to get weird. Okay, so this is going to be sensitive and hard for you to manage, I would assume. But I would just be very gentle. I wouldn't tell them that you're not interested or put them on, go right at them like that. But I'd be like slow to respond and not, really be playing their game. So they just kind of get the message that you're not going to go there. All right. Wow. Leo. I mean, it gets springtime. People get a little wild when it comes to love. Everybody's on the loose looking for love. All right. So I see some conflict around work. You're just trusting if you're where you need to be. If there's some different decisions you need to be making to take control of this situation. You might even be up for promotion and you didn't get it, right? Or you feel that you are, or that you could be making better money somewhere, and you're wondering if you should just let this go. Let this position go, start new somewhere else. And in reality, I feel like this would be a good thing for you. The guys are saying, beyond your illusion. So there could be such a good position or multiple positions that you're just like, wow, that looks so much better. They have so much more to offer than what I do where I'm at now. That would be really eye-opening to you and, bring a lot more happiness into your life. I see very conflicted about that. So please understand when I say that you should put yourself out there, you should take a leap of faith. I'm not saying quit your job today, make some, abrupt decisions that could put you in a really bad financial position. What I want you to do is start, testing the waters a little bit, see what's out there, do a little bit of daydreaming, a little bit of law of attraction by visualizing what it is you really want career wise and, call it in. You got this, Leo. But yeah, for majority of you, I do feel like you're right, that it's time to just kind of move forward. Look for new employment because I don't think anything's going to change there. Let me see. Guys, do we ever see Leo getting to the promotion or the success they want in the career where they're at right now? Let's just put it that way. Yeah, lack of control, rightness in reverse. So it says you haven't got a good foundation there, that you're not really mattering as much as you should to them. And again, this is not a projection of your work. I saw you being a team player. I saw you being wise and knowledgeable and really, trying hard. I just feel like, these people are taking advantage of you. That's the feel it gets. I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. All right. Leo, if you need more details from me, please don't hesitate to reach out on keen.com. Links are going to be down below, you guys, as soon as I have an opportunity. All right. Let's see. Virgo. All right. Shuffling these babies and picking up on Virgo's energy. Starting with love. Aww. Virgo. I see for some of you, you're still in love with somebody from the past. A third party entered the situation. I don't know if this person left for someone else or you found out they were cheating. And it may even been you that, you know, decided to move on. But I see some sadness about that and thinking that some immature decisions were made. And this person still has your heart. Wow, that's really specific. Is it not? Let me mark where I'm at, you guys, so I'm not repeating myself. Wow. So I feel like, you know, there's some heartbreak going on for a lot of you Virgos this week. I feel like for a lot of you, it's, you know, you feel like some immature decisions were made on your behalf because you still care for somebody that you've called a quits with. All right. So the guides are saying you've made good decisions here by calling it quits with this person. You know, there's always going to be good points to a person. You know, everybody has their good points. And because they have good points doesn't mean you weren't right to leave them. This is not your person. Let the guilt go. Of course, you're going to miss them and long from them. This doesn't mean that it was a meant to be situation. That means you're human with a big heart. Okay. So be patient with yourself. Be gentle. Do not reach out to this person and prolong this, you know, because you're feeling emotional about it, because you'll just end up feeling guilty because in the long run, you'll still end up wanting to detach. Okay. So whatever you do, do not reach back out to this person saying that you want to be back with this person. And, you know, of course, I'm not 100% know-it-all. Maybe some of you guys are meant to be there, but right now in the moment is not the time. Okay. I would take the time to heal from this and, you know, act from a grounded position. For majority of you, you would just be backing up a situation where you're going to end up feeling even more guilty because you're not going to want it once you get it reconnected, if you will. All right. Wow. Well, that was very, very specific, Virgo. So we're going to go ahead and reshuffle again and see what else we can pick up for Virgo. For the people that does not resonate with. Guys, what do we see for Virgo? Excuse me. Virgo around love. For some of you, you just feel like it's always going to be the same story. That it's just going to turn out bad every single time. And, you know, the guides are urging you to let that go, that you're never going to find true love. It's never going to work out for you as long as you have that standpoint, because you are creating and manifesting what you're calling into your life. And the reality of it is that you're a really good catch. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're a beautiful creature, maybe even flourishing very well career wise. But for majority of you, you have put up blockages to love. Like, yeah, nothing's going to change. It doesn't matter who comes forward, what they project. It always says, you know, I got the ordinary card. Turns out to be the same ordinary thing, right? So I would say for majority of you, you know, that's not a bad place to be per se. You know, at least you're taking the time out and not putting yourself out there unhealed, right? The guys are saying this isn't so much a negative event, you know, that this time out's good for you. You're a little bit of a rebel as well, right, Virgo? You're a little bit different. You walk a different path, and it's going to take some time for you to kind of break the chains and the barriers around your heart and soul. Look at all this. It's time for you to vent it. Find a way to release it in some way. Maybe hypnosis, counseling, you know, working it out, you know, meditating, whatever it may be. But you got to let all this go before you're going to be able to put yourself out and find new love, or you're going to sabotage yourself. Look at this. You're going to completely 100% sabotage yourself. And for majority of you, I feel like you're aware of that. That's why you're sitting back. You're like, oh no. And I don't know if you're so much aware of you personally sabotaging, but you know it's going to end up being a disaster. So you're like, no. But look at this. You have amazing people that notice you. This is an intelligent person, beautiful, nurturing, and kind. You know, a lot of times this is looked up at a mother figure, but this could be a guy as well with nurturing qualities. I would say this is, you know, could be an earth sign. So there is somebody around the corner for you that's just amazing. That's definitely very matching of your energy, because look what's projected here. And that shows commitment, longevity, all that goodness. So, you know, Virgo, take that time to heal. Take that time out. Don't try to hurt yourself, and just really enjoy your life, raise that energy. And before you know it, your person is going to be entering the picture. All right, Virgo. So very cool. Guys, what do we see around career for Virgo? Give me some direct answers right now. You are going to make money, or maybe you already do, at what you're passionate about. I got the inner voice card. So it becomes natural to you. It becomes second nature for you to project it. This could be singing. This could be artwork. I mean, it could go on and on and on, but it's very passionate for you. And that's where you're going to make your money. That's where you're going to feel more peaceful, stable. And I mean, look at this card, harmony. This would be you, okay? Or is going to be you. All right. The guys are saying to pursue it. Don't carry no worrisome energy, nothing from the past, you know, about failures or anything to weigh on you. Just take the learning lessons, all your knowledge, your intuition, and go full force after what makes you feel passionate. Look at all these passionate cards. Source of passion, passionate experience. This is what's going to bring. Following your passions is what's going to bring in these passionate experiences, you know, because you're going to, you know, make other people feel passionate about what you do, what you're projecting. And that's going to call in other passionate people, even in love, you guys. So you're just doing an amazing job here. And you are really just getting attention. So I don't know if you're just really mastering your skill, and, you know, so everybody's looking to you for answers to your skill, or maybe this is at work that you're just really excelling to everybody's coming to you and looking at you and talking good about you. So that's an amazing thing. And the guys are saying that some things you don't even need to share with people. So if you're about to make a leap of faith, following your passions, know that people are not meant to understand your journey, right? We're meant to be here to break molds and blow minds. So we go forward, we tell people a lot of times what our intent is. They just don't get it. And they kind of just piss on your parade, if you will, right? And kind of diminishing a lot of your passion. So the guys are saying, no, be silent about, have trust and faith in you that you know exactly what you're doing and what you need to do, and that your guides is supporting you. Your higher self is supporting you. You have all the answers within you to make this happen. All right. So no telling anybody your journey. Keep it to yourself. They're not supposed to get it. They'll be amazed when you bring it, you know, to fruition. So just, yeah, who cares what they think? All right, Virgo. Thank you for being here with me. Please do not hesitate to reach out on Keen. I only give readings on Keen, you guys. I'm on social media, you know, sharing some memes and, you know, being goofy and all that goodness. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook, but I don't give readings. I may, you know, I've thought about maybe pulling a card on there from time to time, but no personal readings, but Keen. All right. Libra. Libra around love. Guys, what do we see for Libras? Wow, Libra, something happened that's weighing on you, right? That you're just really lacking some understanding about. And I feel like you're wanting to message somebody. You know, you're wanting to say something to somebody. This has something to do with love. Maybe somebody ghosted you, they've upset you in some way, and you're just kind of lacking courage on making that happen. You're like, I don't know if I should. Maybe you don't want to show that much emotion over their actions. But I definitely see something happen that is weighing on you. And you're like, why? And if I was to guess, I would say it's probably someone ghosted you. And in this day and age, it's just such a weird thing. I don't know why everybody wants to ghost each other. Yeah, communication is very important. So I would just take it as a sign that they're too immature for you, anyways. I see you trying to break away from that energy. And I also see you're growing. You're flourishing on a spiritual level, an emotional level. You're looking at love in a new light. So, whatever this was here is just a reminder of where you're coming from, because you're bringing some amazing energy to the table. And I see somebody coming forward to you. I'm seeing true love. And this person's going to give you their soul attention. They're going to be consistent. They're going to be there for you. And you guys are just really, on the same page. Look, it's also the card of love. 10 of Cups is a card of love, but it shows harmony, peace of mind, you guys being very comfortable with one another, understanding one another. This is the kind of connection where you can just kind of read each other's energy, right? Or read each other's minds. And both of you just really focusing into one another, this connection, and trying to get it to grow. And here's the outcome is you guys, really celebrating life, building emotions, and having a good time. All right. So, wow. It might take you longer than this week, Libra, to get to from this, why is this person behaving this way, to this new vision and this new love entering in. But the guides want you to know that this is right around the corner, so when you're ready and you clean that slate with that person, no more than likely this next person coming in, and I think you'll sense it energetically. It's the one for you, my dear. And there is spring love in the air. All right, so we're moving forward. We're going to lay on Libra career. Guides, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now around career for Libra. Excuse me, you guys. There's been some times you made some bold decisions around career, or and maybe not even really bold, but you're just kind of wondering if you should have made them or not. They're kind of weighing on you. You feel like you might be on the outside of some future, success for you, maybe offerings career-wise, because you made some certain decisions. And the guys are saying, let it go. For one, we can't change anything from the past, right? If we're thinking we made some bad decisions, this and that, what you need to do is now use your law of attraction tools, and stop focusing into that, but focus into, the good feelings of success, achievement, and all that goodness that you really want to feel, because this is where I'm seeing you at, is really mentally conflicted. Look, we got two different cards showing this, right? And you're really worried about money. You feel like you are, if you are or not, it's really up in the air from what I see here, but you are feeling like you're desolate. You're always going to be struggling. And this could even be more on a subconscious level. Maybe you're not even aware of, how much you're letting weigh on you, burden you, if you will, on the financial end. And the guys are saying, you got to let this go. If there was an offering that was supposed to be opening that you were really kind of interested in, you're creating a little bit of a blockage, my dear. And I want to say that it's just an energetic thing, that we all need to learn kind of how to manage better, because you're doing a beautiful job. And I see, with some energetic changes, letting go of these things that are weighing on you, that, some offerings are going to come your way. Look at this passionate experience. Show them how passionate you are. In your work, smile, be free. Not saying you are, but, just make sure you're putting off that healing energy, that open energy, happy to be there, of course, participating as a team player. And again, all these are just kind of reminders as time goes, that these are the things that are going to help you excel. But you are being guided, my dear. And I do feel like there's a lot more opportunities that are opening up to you, because we got, you having a savings, All right, so very stable, sitting back with your money here. And then the Queen of Pentacles, this just shows a lot of attention coming career-wise, making good money, people looking at you for answers, you coming off as a knowledgeable one. So you're on the right path. Let's just let go of all these things that you think that are holding you back. Because in reality, the thought base of thinking that is what's really holding you back. All right. All right, Libra, I am always here for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out on keen.com. All right, wow. We are on Scorpio. Shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. Scorpio, past situations didn't turn out the way that you desired in love, like, so many of us have experienced before, but you're raising the passion, right? You've been working on your healing. It's still a little mentally conflicted and taking your time and putting yourself out there again. But you're feeling passionate. You're wanting that romance, that love, that closeness with another, but you're not wanting that ordinary person. And maybe you're somebody, and this is pretty specific, so maybe one or two of you, like the rebel, right? Like the bad boy or the bad girl, and you're like, oh, I really just need to cut away from that. I need to find somebody that's more career oriented, more focused into their life and excelling. Maybe you like to celebrate a lot in the past, or you came across people that, carried those traits. And the guides are saying it's time. It really is time to refocus and let these old, they're almost like triggers. Like you're meeting people that remind you of people of the past, and it's putting off this subconscious trigger, and you instantly just start wanting to be with that person, to change your life, to help that person, and being able to focus in and realize that, you're making these decisions because of past situations or past people, is where this change is going to come in, right? And that's where you're going to find your past life connection, very playful, very romantic, fun connection right around the corner for you. And you're going to be doing a lot of celebrating as well, but more on an emotional level, support, spiritual level. All right. So I love seeing that for you. So yeah, true love is right there. That is what I'm seeing right now. So wow, very cool. Scorpio. See if there's anything else we can pick up love-wise for Scorpio before moving forward. Being open and not receptive to love can cause issues. So make sure we're taking the time out to heal. But I feel for a lot of you, you really are. But for some of you, if you're just, trying to focus in the work, focus in anything but you're healing, and you're putting postponements on it, the guys are saying no more. It's time to turn in. It's time to let it go so that we can get to where we want to be. And you were the innocent person in that past heartbreak, right? Like, I feel like you were really good to that person. You weren't the one that ventured off, if you will. You brought the right energy to the table, and you got a little wounded, and that's okay, Scorpio. But it's time for you to just take the time to heal, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. It really doesn't. Just enjoy you, date you, buy yourself those flowers. All right, so we're moving forward to finances and career for Scorpio. What do we see? Guides, give me some direct answers right now. Wow, first card is success. You're having new possibilities coming in. There could even be 2 new offerings of some sort, job offerings, whatever it may be. I see you have a very courageous energy. The guides are saying your energy is what's calling this in. Okay. Some of these opportunities are going to come in. They're going to take time for you to build them, to get them to where they need to be. But the guides are saying, don't even, worry about that. Don't focus into that. Just focus into how excited it makes you, how passionate you feel about it, and how good it's going to be when you do pull it off, right? The big factor here is just really tuning into the outcome and not being so in tune to the moment of, is there success yet, right? That's how we're going to get to that successful point. But I'm seeing 2 offerings. I can't be more direct about that. It's 2 offerings, 2 new ways to make money, something on the lines of that. Okay. So if that resonates with you in some way, don't be letting this go. You need to watch what you're projecting energetically towards this offering to keep that door open, keep this, balanced and working for you well. This is a destined situation for you that's going to bring in a whole new way of thinking about yourself, how you're going to present yourself, what you're going to do moving forward. And you're going to be shocked how much more creative, how much more you're going to be bringing to the table than you were here, just a little bit ago, that where you didn't see these things that you're about to come to the table. So you're about to go through a whole complete transformation. But again, look, this is your first cards here, Scorpio. Success, new possibilities opening. So this is going to be an amazingly abundant year for you. All right. I love seeing that. I want you all to be very, very successful. All right. So we are moving forward to Sagittarius. Hi, Saggies. For you guys that don't know, I'm a Saggy as well. I love my fellow Saggies. I love every one of you, just so you know. Saggy or not. All right, shuffling these babies, and we're going to go right into love for Sagittarians. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Well, here's a weird message. Something about being successful romantically with somebody you weren't attracted to at first. Maybe you even thought they were lazy. Wow. So you might end up hooking up with and being very, very successful romantic-wise, commitment and all of that with somebody that, you didn't get a good feel with from the first place. This is funny for me, Saji, because I'm one of those people, but it's usually friendships for me. I have had so many friendships where we bumped heads at first and then we become besties. So this is humorous to me because this almost gives off this feel. And I don't know if you so much bumped heads, but you just kind of like, oh, that's not the person for me. The person for me would be like this, or would say this, or behave this way. Whereas this person isn't, and you're just kind of like, wait, what? But I feel like this person is going to spark your interest and bring new vision, bring new light to the table. So you're going to go from not being interested, no attention to this person, to being all about this person, and then becoming this great catch, the master. All right. So this is a mature, wise person. This is somebody that would be a good partner, good supporter, provider, all those things. And to kind of support that, we have the maturity card here, right? Showing this person is very wise, beautiful, maybe even a little bit older than you. Excuse me. So something's going to shift in the way that you're viewing somebody that's in close. Look at the Lovers card. Oh, you are going to get caught off guard. You're going to be like, wait a minute. Why have I never noticed this energy about this person before? But all of a sudden you're going to be like, damn, I want them. And look, the postponement card, you're like, wow, I can't believe I've been kind of sitting over here, not even noticing all this. And you're going to start moving forward a little bit. All right. Send this person a little bit more messages, which is fine. I think we all know common sense wise what's being too much, right? sending a message or two, letting them know you're receptive and open is a good thing, because I feel like this person already has their eye on you. Whoa, I like it, Saggy. That was really specific. So I'm going to get into it a little bit more. We're going to see what we can pick up for whoever this doesn't resonate with around love. Yeah, it's kind of just saying almost the same thing as it did a minute ago, is that somebody is going to come in that's out of your ordinary. And this is going to be something that really could be your next person. All right. I got breakthrough. I got celebration. I got letting the past go, letting your barriers go. Something's going to happen here that's going to change your view of somebody that you already know, Saggy. I mean, the guides are pretty direct on this. This is somebody you already know, and you're going to let your guard down with this person. You don't expect it, but all of a sudden you're going to be very open to the passionate possibilities here. And it's a good move on your behalf. I think you're going to, intuitively know, like, wow, this is my person, Miss G. All right. So we're going to move forward to career for Saggies. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Saggies, you're about to hit a breakthrough that's going to make you want to celebrate, right? That's going to put you right back up in this high emotional plane, like, oh, I got this. I'm feeling good. I'm in a flow. You start letting go of these negative feelings. And maybe it was just, the retrograde blues weighing on you a little bit, but things have been a little bit unordinary with career. And you're like, you're getting a little iffy. I don't even want to say scared, just a little iffy. Like, well, things are a little odd. I could use a pick me upper, if you will, a little breakthrough. Let me know I'm on the right path. And that's exactly what I see happening for you. You aren't wanting to change the field you're in. I'm going to put that very direct. Majority of you want to stay exactly right where you're at. Okay. No change in anything, no making big moves in a different direction. Keep putting your focus right where you're putting your focus. Okay. And the guys are saying, if you let go, because, I got this unordinary feelings around career. So you're wondering, do I need to be refocusing this way? Should I be doing something else? And the guys are saying, no, you're going to cause a money mishap. Okay. A financial burden upon yourself, and even keep yourself from a past life situation that you've blessed yourself with. So something's coming in, a blessing wise for you, that you would block yourself from it if you were to leave this behind. Okay. So stay right on path. That's where you're going to find your stability, your harmony, your peace of mind, be spiritually happy. And, this is going to, build your self-esteem, your courage, and help you put yourself out in other ways in your life. I just really like it. And I feel like for majority of Saggies in this read listening, you're following your passion. And no matter what it's looking like in a moment, like I've told a lot of the signs today, it's time to use your law of attraction tools and, start visualizing what it is you really want and enjoy those feelings, revel in those feelings, and allow it to, manifest, because that's how we call it in, right, Saggies? All right. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Of course, if you need me, you can reach out to me on Keen. Just as a reminder, you guys, I only give readings on Keen. Okay. I am on social media, being silly, sharing memes and all that goodness. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I don't even have many followers. So, you want to see hi, I'm definitely going to see it. I didn't start it not that long ago. But yeah, so let's see what we got for Capricorn. Oh man, Capricorn, let it go. Just let it go, the guides are saying. And I feel like you have. The guides are saying you are not really consciously aware of how much you have let things from the past still weigh upon you. Okay. And now you've gotten into an ordinary flow. Maybe this being single, your family life, everything the way it is, being, just by yourself, is going to be your ordinary. So maybe you put yourself out there a little bit, but you're wanting this wise person. You want somebody that's mature, that wants, to be committed in a relationship, and you have all these different things you want about this person, probably, being a moralized person, genuine, and of course loyal to you and things of that nature. But I'm seeing something about family is important to you, and this person needs, to have them same characteristics, being caring about family, wanting to build a family, and enjoy family life. And I feel like, you put yourself out there in that way. But a lot of the situation is what's going on in your mind that you're kind of not really aware of on a conscious level. So, of course, we can use hypnosis to kind of update those things. We could sit down and just kind of write everything that's going through our mind around love, and, don't analyze it, just, write it down and then kind of review it and see what it is that you need to release. And what I like to do is I burn it. I would just burn it and release it all together. So it's not even a part of me anymore. So I can clear that slate and get ready for that new love. Other than that, I feel like, your thought bases that you're bringing forward on love, on what you're desiring and wanting in your life, is very healthy, very right on. So that's good things. I just feel like there's still a little bit of these past wounds subconsciously there weighing on you. Yeah, and you're really just wanting to only open yourself up to certain people that have the same desires, I guess you could say. So you're wanting a family home, you want to build a family life together. I feel like that's a big thing for a lot of you. Maybe there's been some hurts that your home life, specifically in your house, and maybe you have kids, and you're looking for that other person to join in to kind of complete the whole household. It's kind of the feel I get, but you are healing. That's the good news. And you're trying to take the time out to do that. And I feel like there's some people that you're interested in, but you're weary. That's the best way I can put it. And look, the guy's rejecting you as healing. So that's the good news. You just need to take that extra step and really take control and see what these underlining things are that are, helping you, keeping you, not helping you, but are keeping you back from finding this person here. Now, see, this is a Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, admirable lady. And I don't know if this is a new person entering or if this is somebody you already know. We can lay a couple cards and kind of see here. But this is what you're kind of blocking away with these unconscious thoughts and blockages is, she's probably family oriented. She's probably very nurturing and kind, probably very career oriented as well. If I was to give it a guess, if I was to say from the cards I see here, maybe an earth sign, fire sign seems to be pretty big here. Okay. And you might even be friends with this person, but never been committed. I see a friendship with never been committed. So for a majority of you, you're very aware of this person. You've been interested in this person for quite a while, maybe. And you maybe even talked a little bit about what your desires are, went out a little bit, something on the lines of that. But you've never really went into the commitment part, right? So the guys are saying, yeah, that person's there. I don't feel like they're going anywhere fast. So take your time. But I suggest hypnosis. I mean, if you know me, you know that I'm also a hypnotherapist. So, of course, I'm going to say when I see subconscious blockages to be, reaching out to a good hypnotherapist. Or even, here on YouTube, you can find a lot of good audios that you can listen to while you're sleeping to just kind of help you release and let go. I'm going to be making some audios at some point for you lovely souls. I'll be putting them on here on this channel. So yeah, let me know what you would like me to make them on. Of course, love, career, things of that nature. But yeah. So Capricorn, if you need me, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am on King, giving love and finance readings all day. But right now, we're going to take a look at your career. career, and finances. Well, you're a little conflicted. You're hiding from people what you're thinking about your job. But you're wondering if you made some good decisions. It feels a little ordinary to you. Maybe a little mediocre. I wouldn't let anybody else influence you on how you feel about your job. So, like, if you're looking at what other people are doing, what their career is, maybe what they're making, things of that nature, let all that go and focus in more into you and your job and how it makes you feel, how it affects your life. Are you happy? Are you feeling good about your work day? Is it stressing you out? Things of that nature. Do you have retirement? Do you have insurance? All these things, because these things really matter, in the now and in the long run of things, right? But I wouldn't, for a lot of you, I don't feel like you're supposed to make a change. It's more about how you're looking at things than need to make a change. So I would not let anybody else's what they're doing affect you, how you feel about your job. I'd get very in tune with how you want to feel, what you desire in your career. And I feel like for other ones of you, there are add-ons that you could be doing, like little side jobs that you're passionate about. Look at this. But you're just distrusting of it. Maybe you already put a lot of time into your work now. You got family, things of that nature. So you're distrusting of it. But there's something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy doing that you could be making money at. And I don't think this is something you've done yet. I got breakthrough card in reverse. I got ripeness card in reverse. And this is a skill or something you've enjoyed doing from a past life. How wild is that? For majority of you, I would assume that you know what it is, but I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know. All right. Thank you, Capricorn. I'm going to be doing this every week, so don't forget to tune in. Oh, did you guys see that? Tons of cards flying everywhere. All right. We are going to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarians. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to start with love. Wow. For majority of you, I feel like there's someone you've already connected with that you're feeling very passionate about, very drawn to, but you're also scared. I see you trying to let the past go, but you're wondering, is this person a player? And I got to tell you, it's being projected in your energy as well. I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn. We got to do some clearing of this energy, to be calling in love and not just another scared person, because this lack of courage is really being projected out there, and it's, making people fearful as well. So you're exhausted around love, which is understandable. I can understand that, and that's okay, but at least take the time out to where you can get yourself feeling, ready for new love, that rebirth feeling, that feeling alive, feeling passionate, ready to put yourself out there, transformation. And that's, when you have that amazing energy, somebody's going to come in and matching that energy. So you want to put your energy at the level of what you want to attract, right? So work on you being happy, joyful, feeling passionate, living in a moment. And before you know it, your dreams are coming true. Look at this. So you are projecting all that amazing energy, and look what it's going to bring in for you. True love. And this person's going to put you on a pedestal, and vice versa. You're just going to really focus into one another in this connection. And I don't know if this person's so much going to come in this week for a lot of you guys, but I do feel like you're in the process of that. You're working on letting go of these old emotions, tuning into your true authentic self, letting those old wounds go. And before you know it, you're going to be in the flow, just living your best life, Scorpio, or excuse me, Capricorn. I love it. You guys have to forgive me. I get so flighty when I do these readings. I'm channeling you guys. I might be using cards, but I channel. I feel like we all do. Am I wrong about that? The psychics channel their messages. But I get so loopy and I have such a hard time staying on track. I do want you to know the outcome for you around love is breakthrough, healing, and finding that person that's very open and receptive of your energy. Okay, so if that wasn't very clear before, I want you to know that love is in the cards for you. When it comes to finances, the guys are saying no huge moves this week. You might be feeling upset about something, wanting to make some abrupt changes, and the guys are saying absolutely not in this moment. You know, sit. There's things that you're not aware of that are going to come out by the end of the week. You'll be very happy that you kept a hold of your finances, whatever it may be. So if you're, on the fence about making an investment this week, making some huge leap somehow in some way or another, nope, this is not the time to be doing that. Matter of fact, look at this. Here's the outcome of making a huge leap this week, especially around financial matters for you. All right. There's more than what you know to the story. All right. So reach out to me, get more details around it, or wait till later this week to next week. And I feel like clarity will come. All right, Capricorn. As for the people that doesn't resonate with, know that you're being guided. You might feel a little conflicted about what's going on right now, but you're exactly where you need to be, and financial doors are about to open up for you. All right. So I love it, love it, love it. Cappies, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love you guys. I'm here for you. I am for all the other 11 Zodiac. And we are moving forward. We were on Aquarius, weren't we? Oh man, you guys, I'm so sorry. I messed up, didn't I? Anybody watching can tell me? Gosh darn it. What did I do? Did I read Happy's for money? Let's do Aquarius money again, just so we know. I know that I finished a reading. I don't know what happened, you guys. All right. So Aquarius. You might think that you need to turn in. See, this is coming up to the same thing, but you need to have trust and faith in the decisions you already made. This is not the time to be letting go. Money might be postponed a little bit, but let's work on our energy. Let's work on raising our energy, raising our passion, and putting our focus on all the amazing feelings that success is going to give us, okay? Because that's where you're going to, call in your goodness and call in your abundance, because it's not that it's not there. It's postponed. All right. So I don't, know what the whole reasoning for all of that is. But to me, I always take that card as an outlook thing, to stop looking at everything gray and black and see all the color and the beauty and everything around you. And the guides are saying patience. The harmony card is saying get in tune with what it is you want to feel. Okay. And what it is that you want to do. So just do your work, be passionate about it, be in the moment, and the rest of all this stuff is going to catch up and line right into the way you need it to be. All right, Aquarius. So you're doing a good job. I feel like, it might not feel that way so much this week or as you start into the week, but the guides are saying you're right where you need to be and you're about to get some clarity on all of that. All right, so we are moving forward to Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Guys, what do you see around love for Pisces? Oh, wow. Some of you, if you're not already, are going to be moving in with somebody. I'm seeing a family home. I see you guys working together to build a family home. So I feel like there's a move in the cards. Moving in together. Is this a good move? Yeah, I see you guys really focused into one another, being very loyal. I see this as a passionate connection. I mean, just to be direct, Pisces, I see great sex. But not just that, I'm seeing commitment, I'm seeing loyalty. You guys might have some financial issues or an issue finding a house. Oh my goodness, I think it's more finding a house than financial issues. Take your time. Everything's going to fall in place just as it needs. I got the projection card. So don't get built up in the stress so that you're creating more blockages, right? With your energy. I got the healing card. So stay very calm, even though you're not maybe finding the place that you're wanting to share together. And watch what you're projecting, because you want to project all kinds of amazing things to bring in that house. So just keep visualizing you guys in the perfect place, everything happening the way that it needs to happen. And I see you guys just really celebrating life together. And before you know it, you're going to have your own ordinary flow in your new place, just loving one another, being in the moment. Oh, I love it. I love it, Pisces. So for you guys that were on the fence about moving in with somebody, or, if that would be a good decision to start trying to, go in that way, I would say is definitely is. I see a lot of love, commitment, loyalty, and this person's ready, which is really hard this day and age, Pisces, to find somebody that's, healed and ready for love. All right, let's see. And we're laying on career for Pisces. There may be an offering coming in from a friend that'll be really good for you. Maybe this is a job offer for you guys that are looking for a job. Maybe a business opportunity, but the guys are saying to definitely leap for it, that they mean well. And this is something you're going to have to stick to. This isn't going to be something that's going to be fast, quick and fast, like you're going to have to invest your time, maybe finances, and it will build. Look at this rightness. It'll build. Okay. Compromise card in reverse says this isn't something you do for a minute and just walk away from. So when you invest in this offering, that's going to come around a friendship. Know that this is going to be long term. This is something that you're going to need to be vested in long term, but that it's going to be worth your while. All right. So this could be passive income in some way. It kind of gives off that feel. Build that playful energy. Keep your fears to yourself. Don't allow that to build. Don't be projecting that. And matter of fact, just diminish it. Let it go altogether, because you don't want that to have a barrier on your success of what we've seen available for you. Okay. So here is the energy that you want to bring to the table. Playful, excited, jumping in, ready to go for this new opportunity. And look, here's the outcome, you guys. Queen of Pentacles. That is mastering it. All right. This is, being the person that is bringing in the money, making things happen. All right, Pisces, I'm so proud of you. Matter of fact, I am proud of all 12 Zodiac, and I'm really excited that you guys joined me today. I hope I didn't get too flighty and mess up the readings too bad, and that you guys will want to come back. But let me know what you think. Comment down below. Reach out to me on Keen if you desire, and have an amazing week. Blessed be.